Hi guys, I'm Anjali Rajkumar. For those of you who don't know me, I completed my MBBS from JIPMER, Pondicherry, India in 2022 and I've cleared IELTS, PLAB1 and PLAB2 in the first go, and I'm soon to start my first job in the NHS as FI2 in acute medicine at Cambridgeshire. So in today's video, we are going to discuss all about how to prepare for PLAB2 efficiently, not merely to pass the exam, but to get really good and amazing scores for PLAB2. Now this is going to be my second video on PLAB2, so if you haven't watched my first video, kindly check it out and come back here. So I cleared PLAB2 in May, which is quite recent, and I've cleared 14 on 15 stations because one station was cancelled for us, and that makes me pass all but one station in PLAB2. This is possible for all of you too, provided you approach the exam in the right way, and that's why I'm here for you. So let's start from scratch. The very first step that you take regarding preparation for PLAB2 is deciding whether you need an academy or not. Once you've decided that you require an academy for your preparation, the next step involves choosing an appropriate academy. Now, I won't be biased here regarding any academy, rather I would be providing you with certain essential guidelines to be kept in mind while choosing an academy. Number 1. Attend an academy that would be providing you with both offline and online classes at no extra cost. Attending online classes from back your home country helps a lot. It helps build a strong base of knowledge and also makes you well versed with all the case scenarios. In my personal opinion, if you attend the online classes sincerely, there's no need to re-attend them offline unless certain topics lack clarity in your mind and you would prefer to get them clarified in the face-to-face classes, so you just need to attend those specific classes alone in the face-to-face session. Now, attending online classes is not only a time-saving approach, but it also helps you stay more focused during the class hours because these classes give you the freedom of attending the classes from the comfort of your home. Number 2, make sure that the academy's tutoring style involves teaching the basics of each station according to the latest guidelines like the NICE case, and leaving the exact style of presentation up to you rather than handing out some strips and encouraging you to memorize them. Because trust me, no one can predict patients' conversations during exam, and hence if you regurgitate a conversation or a script that you have learned from a booklet or a manual, it is going to make you appear clearly scripted to the examiner, and no matter what you do, even if you list out some fancy investigations or procedures, you can potentially fail that station. Number 3, make sure that the academy provides sufficient number of mocks, preferably 2 to 3 mocks, because no matter how well you study your notes or practice with your partners, only mock exams can ascertain where exactly you stand in your exam preparation and how well you're prepared for your real exam. Also make sure that you communicate with people who have attended the academy before you to ensure that these mock exams provided by the academy are similar to the real exam. And number 4 is to be aware of the location of your academy. As you already know, PLAB2 exam is conducted exclusively in Manchester, and hence if you're opting for an academy outside Manchester, make sure that you have sorted the accommodation at both your academy's location as well as in Manchester for the exam. Now that you have chosen the academy, what next? Well, book your online class dates as soon as possible. So I had my PLAB2 exam in the second week of May, and hence I chose the first 2 weeks of February for my online class dates. I would highly recommend you to take online class dates such that it falls approximately 2.5 to 3 months prior to your exam date, and I'll explain you why. Utilize the online classes very effectively, although sitting straight from 9 AM to 7 PM BST with very short breaks and for 2 weeks straight can be challenging indeed, but definitely those classes are worth it. So basically what I did was I used to attend the online classes and take down notes and clarify any doubts on my way. Once online classes got over, I made my own notes using basic information which was extracted from the notes given by the academy, and then building upon it and thereby creating my own unique style of presentation. This makes sure that no matter how many candidates from your same academy are going to appear on your exam day, you will always stand out and never appear scripted to the examiner. It took another 2 weeks for me to prepare my own notes once the 2 weeks of online classes ended. After preparation of my notes, I had 1 month in India which I utilized to learn all the cases by myself and strengthen my foundation. Although I started practicing a few cases from back home, my full-fledged practice phase started after reaching the UK. I would highly suggest you to reach UK around 4 to 6 weeks prior to your PLAB2 exam. Start going to the academy daily and practice with people from all nationalities. This not only improves your skills of picking up different accents, but also enables you to pick up good points and some new points from each person you meet, and start collecting new points from each person you meet and something new from what you were practicing before, and incorporating all of them into your own style and make it unique and the best. So the key to PLAB2 preparation is practice, practice and practice. The more you practice, the more you're going to appear natural to the examiner. So now I'm going to provide a basic layout about the PLAB2 exam so that you get a better idea on which direction your preparation should ideally be going. So I'm going to divide the small discussion into 3 basic groups, namely time, assessment of stations and allocation of marks. First is time. As you already know, PLAB2 exam consists of 18 stations including 2 rest stations, and with respect to time, you got 1 minute 30 seconds before each station which you need to take to travel to the next room and read the instruction that's kept at the door before entering the room. Now once the bell rings, you will get a total of 8 minutes for that station, including the time you take to get inside the station and introduce yourself. Now at 6 minutes, a warning bell will be rung, indicating you that you just have 2 more minutes left for the station. And finally at 8 minutes, the final bell will ring, indicating you to leave the station immediately. It is important to note here that do not attempt to stay over the 8 minutes bell and then try attempting something which you have missed. The examiner will not count anything that you have told beyond the 8 minutes bell rings, and hence nothing will add up to your scoring. So do not attempt to stay back and say anything that you feel you missed, because this will not only fail to fetch you any mark for that station but also make you lose some few precious seconds from your next station as well. Next is assessment of stations in PLAB2. According to latest GMC guidelines, your PLAB2 station is assessed against 3 basic domains of interest. So the first domain is data gathering, technical and assessment skills, where you're assessed based on your history taking skills, your physical examination and practical procedure skills, and your ability to list out various investigations leading to a diagnosis. The second domain is clinical management skills, where your ability to formulate a working diagnosis as well as an appropriate management plan for the patient is assessed, along with your expertise in explaining the same to the patient. The third and the last domain is interpersonal skills, where you're solely assessed based on your approach towards the patient, your ability to build rapport with the patient, your ability to utilize closed and open questioning, and also how you involve the patient in your consultation. This domain also ascertains your professionalism, your medical ethical principles, etc. Once you receive your exam results, you're going to get 2 types of feedback. Number 1 is a quantitative feedback mentioning the amount of marks obtained by you, and second will be a qualitative feedback on how you approach each section. The last session to be discussed is allocation of marks. Each of the above said domain will be given a maximum score of 4, and hence you can get a maximum score of 12 for each station. It's important to note here that there's no generalized fixed cutoff for a particular station. GMC is going to set cutoff for each station individually depending on the scores which are attained by the students who appeared for that particular session. After measuring the scores for each station, GMC is going to add all the pass marks together and add one standard error of measurement to this, and this is going to be the total pass mark for the exam. It's very important to keep in your mind that the criteria to pass PLAB2 is attain a minimum of the pass score as well as pass 10 out of 16 stations in overall. Hence, you need to meet all the two criteria. So if you're gonna fail either of the criteria, it will add up to a PLAB2 fail. I hope that you got a brief idea about how exactly to go about preparing for your PLAB2 and the strategies to be kept in mind. In my next video, I'm going to discuss in detail about the 10 different type of stations that you'll encounter in PLAB2, and in fact, all the 500 plus cases that's going to come for PLAB2 falls under these just 10 different types of stations. So once you master these 10 stations, you can approach any stations efficiently and in your own unique style. So till then, bye.